Welcome to the Las Vegasville podcast, brought to you by Jump Studios, where we cover topics related to everything happening around Sin City, including the social media scene, food, and a whole lot more, with some of the best, most popular accounts around the city, and talk about their success in Vegas and beyond. I'm your host, Philip Zhang, aka Las Vegas Phil. Check me out on IG or TikTok, and feel free to text or leave me a voicemail at 702-551-4445. On with the show. Welcome to this week's show. There are certain arguments that will last the test of time. Jordan or LeBron, Serena or Blair, Optimus Prime or Megatron, Daniel LaRusso or Johnny Lawrence, Caesars or MGM, and now finally Summerlin or Henderson. Not really, but today we settle the debate with some esteemed Las Vegas foodies on which area has the best eats. With me today is Tony Masha, better known as Ola Gato. She's been part of the Vegas food social media scene since the early days, initially making waves on Yelp and then being one of the community managers of Best Food Las Vegas. Which was a big IG account back in the day and really elevated the profile of a ton of restaurants. I still remember when it was a big deal to get reposted on there in 2017. She's now an integral part of Jump Force as a content creator and a manager, showcases a ton of great eats around Vegas on her own account with 28K followers on IG. Welcome, Tony Ola Gato, to the show.
Yeah! Ola Gato!
Yeah. Cody Mutzler, more popularly known as Local Living on IG and TikTok, isn't a stranger to the podcast, making her third appearance, covering all things Vegas. Cody does a fantastic job putting a unique and original spin to all her content. She's also become an amazing go-to person when talking about the business end of things with brand deals, sponsorships, and all that. So with 45K on IG, 267K on TikTok, welcome back, Cody, to the show.
Thank you.
And last but not least, we've always got the entertaining, insightful, and never short of opinions, and probably knows more than a little something about each and every zip code in Las Vegas, since he's a realtor. Brandon is a tremendous foodie, hitting up everything in the valley, from trucks and carts where he'll buy all the tamales off a lady off a street to all the fancy stuff as well. Love his content, and he's also the host of his own podcast, Won't You Be My Neighbor, with Brandon from Vegas. Welcome back, Brandon Johnson, aka Brandon from Vegas.
Hey, let's go. I like how you very nicely called me opinionated.
I know, that was good.
How else should I say it?
This guy talks too effing much.
Yeah. So it's kind of an interesting topic. Both of you guys reside in Henderson, and we reside kind of on the west side, Summerlin-ish. Yep. Off the bat, before you did the research, what did you think was the best area for eating?
Summerlin.
Yep,
Yeah.
Summerlin for me as well.
Summerlin.
I think Summerlin's trash, man.
Oh my God.
All right.
It's so trash.
So I posted this poll 3 times in the past month on Twitter, where 286 people voted. Summerlin got 60% versus 40% Henderson. YouTube was the same, 60-40, and I just didn't want to IG stories a couple days ago, and it was 56-44 Summerlin. But after digging into where exactly Summerlin is, and even some of what Henderson covers, I was honestly surprised. I think maybe some could change their opinion if they knew if Summerlin started on Hualapai instead of like Fort Apache or Durango. Even smarts like Anima say they're Summerlin because it sounds a hell of a lot better than saying the Gramercy. So what do you think? I mean, should we expand it to more than just
I think
Summerlin?
no. I think it'll shock people where actually Summerlin goes. And I think if we mention obviously the nearby places and say that's not in Summerlin, it'll be more interesting. It gives like a better, you think you know Summerlin until you actually go into it, and then you're like, wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that border.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know. I think it's interesting too when I post videos and I'll be like, it's in Summerlin or it's in Centennial. I always get comments that is like, that's not Centennial, that's not Summerlin. So it'd be perfect to actually tell people where the line is. I think that's great.
Okay.
Is everybody around you 55 plus? Then it's in Summerlin. If they're anything younger, you're probably outside the door. That's how you know it's Summerlin. Someone driving a golf cart or a Mercedes, then you're not in Summerlin. Yeah.
So what are you alluding to? The most vanilla food ever?
Yeah, the most vanilla food in human existence. Like, it basically, if you're not on the west side of Hualapai, it's not Summerlin. Like when you drive into your house, if you don't see the big sign that says "Welcome to Summerlin," it ain't that. It ain't that. We're not going to cheat and give you guys bulldogies. That place is too good to be in Summerlin.
Okay, so this is different from the pre-conversation. I guess we're cutting it off. So Sorry Not Sorry is not part of Summerlin, so that doesn't count.
See?
Then you've actually
That's why it's
cheat.
more interesting.
you've actually taken off the huge plaza on Eastern. You know, that huge plaza where everyone goes. Sushi Hero, Taco Taco, Twisted Pizza, Brew Tea Bar, all that stuff is out.
Twin
the window
Peaks.
now. Twin Peaks.
That's That's
I always
Henderson.
thought that was Henderson
That's-
myself.
You look up the address. and,
Unfortunately,
yo,
yeah.
this is Las Vegas.
Once you hit Eastern, once you cross Eastern, it's officially Las Vegas.
Just so
Yeah.
strict.
When you go, really? When you
Yeah.
go that way?
Serene, so the street
Serene or
Serene.
St. Rose.
When you take
Why
Serene or St.
live
Rose,
on
that's
that
still
area?
Henderson. The second you hit Eastern, it's now Las Vegas.
So weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know that because the price of houses drops once you cross that street.
Taj Palace is gone.
Yeah, Taj
all those
Palace is
places
gone.
are gone.
Did I say Twin Peaks? Twin Peaks.
I didn't even know that was still a thing.
The food's terrible, but you know
Wow.
the service is great.
I'm shocked right now.
Lumberjack Hooters.
Oh, can we
Shout out.
cheat and just allow Sorry Not Sorry? Like, can we
I
make-
want to cheat all day.
Can we
Yeah,
just-
let's
So
cheat
why-
because
why
that will
hold
make
our-
it better.
Why hold ourselves back?
Why hold ourselves back? The only point I wanted to make is my biggest criticism with Summerlin is that it's so expensive to own a restaurant there that oftentimes the restaurateur either has to charge more to the customer or has to serve a lower quality of food.
Brutio on Google says Henderson. That plaza is Henderson. I'm telling you, it's in the zip
That's what I
code.
always thought
I looked it up
too.
on Yelp.
I'm not going to get
Yelp,
any.
don't even do Yelp.
I'm not
the
going to
pasta
get any
shop is for
restaurants
sure
on trouble.
Henderson.
I'm not going to get any restaurants
fine.
in trouble.
Let's count it.
Let's count it. I'm not going to get no rest, but a lot of restaurants, like you said, they say they're in Summerlin because it sounds a whole lot better than saying I'm in Spring Valley or West Vegas. You know,
But
I'm
see,
not going to knock them
if
though,
we were doing Spring Valley, though, I think they have some of the best food.
because that's when I get Spring Mountain.
That's true. But how do you even
Oh.
make the border of Spring Valley? Like, I've never in 60
You
years
just put it in
said,
the middle.
"Oh, I
You're
live
just
in
like,
Spring
whoops.
Valley."
I know the borders are blending at this point, and that's
Yeah.
why I like let's
Yeah.
just loosen it up a little bit.
Let's have some fun
Let's
with it.
do it.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's
All
the only
right.
way Summerlin has a
Okay.
chance.
All right, we're going to include it. All right, so we've broken it down into some categories. We're going to make a final group decision at the end. I'd like to say we'll leave unanimous, but everyone's pretty opinionated here, and Tyler and Jay don't get paid enough or have enough batteries to keep it going. We're going to break it down by steak/meat. Asian, I hate lumping it into Asian, but for brevity's sake, we're going to go Japanese, Thai, Korean, kind of tie that all in. Mexican, Italian, and then the wild cards. Each area has kind of a few unique places that you can't really categorize. We'll go with fast food as well. I'll trust your opinion on that, and maybe some dessert in cafes.
Did you hear him? I'll trust your guys' opinions on that. I don't.
so
I don't
Listen,
fucking
I
snob.
eat at McDonald's at least once every 2 weeks. So
Really?
like, I'm not kidding. It's like my go. I almost had it for lunch today.
oh my god.
It's like my go-to.
it's the.
What's your go-to Mickey D's order?
I just get a McDouble with cheese, no pickles. I get a large fry, no salt, well done, and I get 4 chicken nuggets with sweet and sour on the side.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Like, seriously,
Charlie,
you
Charlie,
can't-
when you're watching this, you have a winner, dude. You have a winner at home.
You
Like-
can't even. My friends make fun of me. We just went for my friend's birthday. I don't know why we went there. And I had this like huge order, and I went back for dessert, and they're like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "I love this place. Like,
It's drugs.
it's like, it's the best."
drugs.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. In many ways, though, is it casino versus casino?
Ooh,
Is it Red Rock versus Green Valley at M Resort and Sunset?
Yeah.
I didn't
pretty much.
consider that yet.
I did
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Downtown Summerlin is the best part of Summerlin.
Yeah,
Yeah, what did
And
we do
Red
without
Rock, too.
downtown Summerlin?
it
To
wouldn't be the
honest?
same.
We went to Town Square, I guess.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Summerlin had to leave because, again, there's nothing else to do there.
All right, let's get into it. First category: steak/American/meats. What are your guys' Henderson's picks? First off,
Ladies first, always.
Okay, for steakhouses, I would do Hank's and Anthony's. There's now Echo and Rig. I'm not a huge fan of this place, but 138, a lot of people are, so you got to throw it in there. I know, you're one of those people.
I love
know.
that place.
I know.
What don't
I had,
you like about
I
it?
had
the
a
dry-aged
personal.
funk.
No, I just had a bad experience. I went
Oh.
as a customer and with my family, and we
Oh, no.
didn't have a good experience, but everyone else has said it's amazing. So I'll be going back, but that's why I put it on the list. Cause I'm
Okay.
like, I don't think I got a fair opinion of it. So I'd love to go back, but I think those 4 would be my top.
We can remove Echo because like there's an Echo and Rig.
Echo
in
and
Yeah,
Rig
Summerlin.
is
that's what,
Summerlin as
and that's
well.
what I
I'll
thought
be honest.
too.
The Echo and Rig in Summerlin is better than the one in Green Valley. They make better
Oh.
drinks. Yeah, they make better drinks. They just like there's more established, so they get that one. But we have the same steakhouses.
Yeah,
You nailed it. Yeah, Anthony's, Hanks.
Yeah,
I think Hanks is the best Stations Casino steakhouse.
agreed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
better than T-Bones.
Better than T-Bones. Even and the
Doesn't
one at
T-Bones have Scotch AD's chef though now? Or is that,
I don't know.
No, Scott Shady's.
or did he, the when they closed years ago, he went over there?
Barry
Yeah,
went to
Barry.
Barry. He went to
Barry
Barry's.
went to Barry's? Okay.
Yeah, and now Chef Lopez is over at
Marty.
Scott Shady. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Charcoal Room is the other best one. I think Charcoal's better than T-Bones too. Charcoal Room at Palace Station.
Are we counting Palace?
No, I'm just saying.
No.
I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Oh, yeah.
I think because you guys are probably going to mention the one at Red Rock, and I
Yeah.
think that's the third best Stations Casino Steakhouse.
Okay.
I think Hank's Happy Hour is like the coolest. You been to Hank's Happy Hour? Anybody been
Yeah.
to Hank's Happy Hour? They do like $8 martinis. It's amazing.
I prefer Anthony's. I'll go to M over
Oh.
Hank's every time.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? Atmosphere?
One, we have a friend there, so
Oh.
that's great. But two, I like the fillets there better.
Yeah.
I've never had to send my steak back for temperature. I like the sides better there.
Burgers
They have,
better
a,
too.
they have a huge lobster, but I think it's better priced. So
Yeah.
Anthony's is great.
yeah, I like
Any-
Anthony's.
Yeah. Any other restaurants in Henderson for you, Tony?
My list was really slim. I put 138, Hank's, Sonoma Cellar.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So much respect for you.
Really good
So
place.
much respect
That one
for you.
is good.
So much
Oh,
respect for you.
that's sad.
And honestly,
Yeah.
I put Texas Roadhouse.
So much.
All right.
I still have never.
Yeah. You've never been to
I've
Texas
never been to
Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
Okay, go just for the rolls.
Yeah, the
Like,
bread.
forget the
the
steak.
bread.
The reason it's on that list is, in my opinion,
bread.
should be just for the bread.
That bread is crazy.
Like-
And they make you drinks that are bigger than my head.
They do.
It's insane.
They're
we,
good.
We need to have a Texas Roadhouse night. Get
Okay.
you sloppy
I think
drunk.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Is it line dancing and stuff too?
No, but if it's your birthday, don't they like pull out that horse and make you get on it or something? So it'll for sure be your birthday.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll pretend, honestly, one way or the other.
All right. So aside from that, Summerlin, what other restaurants are there? Harlow.
in Summerlin, Harlow. T-Bones, Americana.
Mhm.
Yep.
I like
And then-
Vinter Grill.
Vintner Grill.
Everyone
yeah.
says that. I
Vintner
have
Grill.
to go there. I've heard
Vintner
so many good things.
Oh, yeah.
Are we
Gorgeous dining
doing just based on how good the restaurant is, or are we factoring in like the price? Because I factored price into a lot of my opinions, right? Where like Harlow is fantastic, but I can go to Anthony's
expensive.
or Hank's or Echo and Rig pretty affordably. When I go to Harlow, I'm like, yo, I'm dropping a couple stacks here. Like there's just no way around it.
You can factor it any way you want to be
Okay.
honest.
I do
don't-
the
don't-
best.
I don't know.
Just
if we're doing-
best?
That's what I
Yeah,
was
maybe
thinking.
just
Yeah,
best.
that's what I would. I don't care.
Like if you were to like Yelp it and just do it off taste, like what would you give it?
Sure. Well, in that case, I think Harlow's probably going to be, or Vintner Grill. Harlow or Vintner Grill are probably the best out of those. The Vintner
I-
Grill's really good. It's just
I haven't
everything.
been
It's,
to
it's just pricey.
yeah,
Yeah,
Vinder's
Harlow
great.
is-
Gorgeous dining,
Harlow is
really cool. outdoor.
expensive.
Yeah.
But they're good.
Also, Americana is really nice too.
Love their atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably one of my favorite atmospheres if I were to on that list.
Americana. Where's Americana at? I actually
On the lake.
I've been meaning to try that
Yeah.
for so long. Okay,
you would
this is my signal to go right here.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's just a good date night.
Great date night.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
speaking of date nights, though, like, what about just fancy spots, like anniversary level dinner places? Does Henderson have enough?
Summerlin's probably going to win that one,
Mhm.
just because Henderson mostly sticks to like what I call like upper middle class fine dining, right?
Yeah.
Where it's nice enough, but it's nothing that you're going to go and blow. You're not going to get to a comma in your bill or anything like that. Whereas Summerlin has some places where after wine, after steaks, you could definitely push that, $1,000 mark. So I think Summerlin probably wins that category. I can't think of anything in Henderson that's really like,
I mean, every date night I've ever gone on is probably outside of Henderson.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like if I'm going somewhere nice, I'm not staying in Henderson. I've done Hank's. And that would probably be the nicest one for like date night in my
Date
opinion,
night.
which is so sad.
Well, no,
Or in
that's-
Anthony's.
yeah,
but
it's not sad. It's just that there's nothing overly lavish in Henderson, right? Especially for the area that you're dealing with.
I would say Summerlin wins. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna post a story on a 10-year anniversary at Hank's or Anthony's.
No.
People will be like, "Why'd
Sure.
you choose that place?"
Mm.
Sure.
And they're both casual neighborhood steakhouses. Like as they're expensive, don't get me wrong, both of them, but I can walk in flip flops and a t-shirt and
yeah.
feel comfortable sitting in their like bar area where Summerlin has some like I'm not walking into Harlow in a t-shirt.
No, no,
Personally,
yeah, right.
I will not
Yeah.
do that. But
Yeah, I'll be judged for sure.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
What I'd
Like,
say is
even
Hen-
at the bar.
Henderson has more of what I call it the herbs and rye feel.
Mhm.
Where if I want to wear a suit and tie to the restaurants there, I can. If you walk into Hank's in a suit and tie, you're gonna fit in just fine. But if you walk in with like flip flops and some shorts, you're also just
Yeah.
fine, right? It caters to both crowds.
Cody also mentioned before we started about barbecue.
Yeah.
That should definitely be lumped into this as well.
Henderson wins that hands down.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if there's even.
you got
barbecue.
Rollin' Smoke and Big B's. I don't know if they're in Summerlin or if they're bordering, but you got both of those. But we also have Big B's. So then at that point, it's against Rollin' Smoke and Jesse Ray's, and
on.
yeah.
Come on.
Jesse Ray's would win every time for me,
Come
but
on.
Wonder why.
What's the best?
know,
what's the
it's
best
so
barbecue?
weird.
Yeah, like what does Summerlin have? Famous Dave's.
There's a place called Wild Fig Barbecue
Hey,
that opened
don't-
in 2019.
I've wanted to try them.
They got 4 stars on Yelp, but I don't. That doesn't mean
Did
anything.
you just diss?
And then
How
also-
many people reviewed it?
Don't diss famous.
Like
I
a little
did
over
diss
100.
Famous
And then there's
I didn't
Lucille's,
diss it.
but I don't know. We shouldn't count Lucille's either.
Is anybody
Listen-
sponsored Lucille's? Is anybody working social media for Lucille's, or can I give an honest opinion?
You have an
I'm
honest
not.
opinion. They've paid me to post before.
Oh, then never
But
mind.
it's
It's a
okay.
fantastic
It's been a couple
place, and
years.
everybody
It's been
there
a couple of years.
is a good person. Fantastic. Yeah. No, this is the one place I will be vehemently aggressive on this one. Jesse Ray's the best barbecue. I don't care what anybody says. You can fight me. Fight me. Like Jesse Ray's better than all the barbecue in Summerlin combined. Like it's just the best. Easy to get into, great portions, good prices. Like you're not beating it.
And now they're in Henderson.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
might give Henderson the edge.
Yeah. No.
That's what I think.
Americana food, like just like if we call like Americana, like meats and barbecue, chilies, burgers, that's where Henderson completely destroys Summerlin.
All right, so what are we gonna say? What's the final verdict on steak/American/meats? Summerlin,
Well,
Henderson.
I think barbecue would go to. It's sad because if you're
You wanna
lumping
chop
it
it up?
all,
Yeah.
Oh no, let's chop it up. Then.
If we did like how do we define it? If we did like mid-level Americana, which is like barbecue food, burgers, stuff like that, then I think Henderson wins. If we're doing like
Yeah.
high-end steakhouses, I think Summerlin
well,
wins.
in Henderson, the one I just posted, Uma,
Huma barbecue.
Oh yeah.
they were fantastic, and they're in Henderson now.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
they're right
Yeah.
off, and they're really really good.
Barbecue requires because it's expensive to do barbecue, you have to do lower commercial value. You can't have expensive commercial property and do barbecue. It's just impossible. So
Yeah,
Summerlin by
But
default can't
but
do better.
steakhouses, I don't know. I might put Harlow over all of these steakhouses in general. Like I would
That's
say
fair.
they win. So in my head, Summerlin would take the cake because they have one of my top contenders. But
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm Summerlin.
Okay.
Do you like Vintner Grill more than Harlow? Where would you rank the
I
Summerlin?
actually haven't been to Harlow yet.
Let's
oh
go.
my gosh, you gotta go! It's so good.
I would love to go.
It's really good. Get the seafood tower or the hot seafood tower, and then ask them to turn it into a pasta.
Wow.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys are going.
I'm
I'll
going
come
in a
with
couple.
you.
I'm actually going in a couple weeks. So
Perfect.
if you
We'll
guys
crash
wanna
your
go-
party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
for
us
sure.
know.
Gina wants to
when.
show the new seafood tower. think
I
there's
love the
something else
seafood tower.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just increase the seating count. Let's do that. Okay, so it's kind of split. Fancy steak, Summerlin, barbecue, Henderson. We're going to go into Asian food now. Tony is an expert in that. You want to go with Summerlin first? What are some of your favorites?
Well, when I broke down my list, ultimately what I saw is I'm going to cheat because I'm going to say Summerlin wins because of its proximity to Chinatown. And I mean, I lived on the border of Summerlin for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was always in that area and there's so many great options. And I ultimately eat Asian food all the time.
Yeah.
Every single day. So that's why I voted Summerlin.
I think Chinatown is so good that I'm willing to let Summerlin cheat just by being closer to
So
it.
close.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said when I was looking at things though too, I was like, well, it's a quicker drive to go to Chinatown
Yeah.
in Summerlin.
For
So I
sure.
agree. I thought the
Yeah.
same way, but if we're talking Summerlin,
Inside the boundaries.
Slim Pickens.
So,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
which I was shocked. I was like, what? There's like nothing here.
Yeah.
That's why I agree with Chinatown and Summerlin are like together.
Are we including Thai food into the category? Okay. So I'm going to surprise you a little bit. I think Natalia's Secret Kitchen
Oh, yeah.
is
Oh, it's
probably my
amazing.
favorite.
That was on my list
Like-
for sure.
That was on mine too.
Like,
Mhm.
I think Henderson might have more places that I like in terms of Asian food, like quantity, but in terms of quality, like Natalia's Secret Kitchen is just absolutely amazing. I'm a vegan there. I'll eat spinach salad like 24/7.
Gosh, the spinach salad, that's the appetizer.
Oh, I might go there after this. You just
Guys,
made me hungry.
If you've never had it, that's what you need to try. See, I have like 8 things in Henderson, and I only have 3 in Summerlin.
Yeah, has Keith Lee reviewed a Korean place in Summerlin? I don't think so.
There are no Korean places in Summerlin.
My list for Henderson Asian, though, is actually quite huge for why I'm still saying Summerlin wins. I have Lamai, Mama Pam's. I have Penn's Thai House. I have Tokyo Boys for sure. There's a few Korean barbecue places. There's pho restaurants. There's a lot, actually.
Have you been
compared to Summerlin?
Have you been to Toro Sushi?
Toro?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Brandon and I had lunch there. It was really good.
What'd you think?
Not Tokyo Boys, but it is really good.
You like Tokyo Boys better than Toro
fuck
Sushi?
yeah.
Tokyo Boys is
Okay.
so
Okay.
good.
I still
Yeah,
haven't been there.
we
I
should
need to go.
We should do that too.
So good.
Tokyo
Okay.
Boys is on my list for
Yeah.
sure.
Phil and Drew have been talking about it, I think, since I've
100%.
met both of them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I've still never been.
Yeah, Tokyo Boys is like,
So, like, if I'm not cheating, Henderson wins an Asian because of that.
That's what I
Those
think too.
all I listed. There's a
Totally.
lot.
yeah.
Summerlin only has like 3.
I
Yeah,
cheated at
which is-
Shangmyeon. That's a little far, but it's
Silverado.
close. It's close. It's Silverado. It's close.
What is it?
Shangmyeon?
Oh, yeah. I had that on my list originally, and I was like, oh, crap, I can't include that.
Yeah. But they
Yeah.
do have Kung Fu Noodle, which is the exact mirror image of
Yeah.
Magic Noodle.
And it's good. I mean,
Yeah. It's the
I
McDonald's
enjoyed it.
of
That's-
Magic Noodle.
yeah.
McDowell's.
It
I
is,
love
for
it.
real. You go in, it looks the same. The menu's the
It does.
same. Flavors are the same.
McDowell's. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Unbelievable.
Kung
But
Fu.
yeah, there's I Love Sushi. There's tons of
There's so
AYCE
much.
sushi in Henderson.
Yeah.
Whereas like someone's got Blue Ribbon, Jing.
you're going.
I've never been to 8 Noodle Bar.
There's Lotus of
Oh.
Siam.
Lotus.
Yeah,
oh,
Lotus,
oh, yeah, yeah.
Lotus is like
Okay.
one of the benefits of that.
Sure.
Summerlin.
But I think, I don't know. How do you guys feel? But I think Nataya is like, for the price you get it at, I think Nataya is like,
It's unbelievable.
yeah.
Sure.
What did you said 2 of them earlier on Henderson list that I haven't even been to. Mama Pam?
Mama Pam's.
Mama Pam?
There's like a cult following for that spot.
Girl, I'm about to add that to my list right now. Keep
I
going,
don't
Julia.
think I've been there yet.
See?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
And then
How
I don't
did
think
you
I've
come
been
on,
there.
girl?
So it's an interesting story with that. The
I'll write it down,
chef
too.
was formerly
go.
worked at
I haven't seen you
Ocha.
Okay, let's go.
The chef formerly worked at Ocha and just cooking regular Ocha food. And then when she decided to cook her own food for the owner was like, what the fuck? This is amazing. And then sold the place to her at a discount.
Really?
Wow.
Just so she could open up her own place.
That is an amazing story.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Mama
take it.
Mama Pam's or Mama Pam's?
Pam.
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 P-A-M. Okay, Mama Pam's. Okay. Damn.
It's near Aroma.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How have I never gone to this place? I'm in
Yeah,
Aroma
it's
all
near
time.
the right next door to the fish and chips place.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Codfather. So good, too.
Codfather's so good.
That
that
was
was on my.
bomb.
That's my wild card.
Yeah,
dude.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Is that in
Interesting.
Henderson?
Yo, yeah, right by Aroma.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right by those guys' bars.
So Summerlin wins for you.
Summerlin still wins because I'm cheating because
All
it's
right.
so close to Henderson or
Okay, but
Chinatown.
If you're not close to Spring Mountain.
Yeah.
Henderson.
I would say Henderson.
Yeah. Henderson.
We have, you wouldn't
Yeah.
think it, but we have a lot of variety of like just affordable,
We do.
easy to get to like Asian type foods. Nothing like Spring Mountain, but now we got Lamai.
Yeah, and Lotus is opening in Henderson as well.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, Henderson wins. Unless you're cheating.
Yeah. I can't even think like the Taya and Jing is pretty much like the 2 in
And
Summerlin.
Lotus.
And
And
Lotus,
Lotus,
Lotus for
yeah.
sure.
And Blue Ribbon's probably the best sushi.
I love
in
Blue Rib.
Summerlin.
Yeah.
How does Summerlin
Blue
not have
Ribbon's
more
good.
sushi? You would
It
think.
is really weird.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right, Italian. This is interesting.
Oh, this one's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Henderson, what do you got? I got Bottiglia and Ventanos.
So you have the ones that are more. Those are where I like would go with my like family when I was younger. So I would say like those 2 are the most commonly known for sure. What do you think?
Il Chianti
Oh, okay.
I've been there once.
over on OG Henderson.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
And I'm ahead a sleeper for you because no one thinks of this place as like an Italian food place, but they have pretty much a full Italian menu. Johnny Mac's Sports Bar.
Oh, you've
The
said
only
this so many
sports
times.
bar where you can get good ass Italian food. Like I'm talking about spaghetti meatballs, lasagna, chicken parm,
I'll have to try.
pastas at Johnny Mac's.
Johnny Mac's is really good. I only get the pizza and wings.
No one ever goes to the Italian food. The Italian food's excellent there.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I have the pasta shop, which I know we were like iffy on, but I promise you it's
Oh, it's
Henderson.
Henderson.
I have that spot too.
Trattoria
It's so good.
Italia, which is by Panera off Eastern.
Yep.
They're really authentic, so I like them. And then I went into like pizza because I was like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, so you got Settebello, Rebellion, Pizza Rock, and Metro. This would be like some of mine, right?
Bangers.
I was so excited when
Those are
Settebello
good.
first opened,
Yeah.
and we would drive to Green Valley all the time to get it.
Not
So-
excited now? Or
Well, there's one in Summerlin now. but
Oh, okay.
Before, when there were many places doing Neapolitan style,
Sure.
it was amazing. And we go there all the time.
That's a good. I forgot Settebello's. That's a good call.
Yeah, but if they have one in Summerlin, I didn't know they had one in
Yeah.
Summerlin. Is it like in the border, or are we cheating?
On Charleston.
Okay. where are we at?
Never mind. It's not in Summerlin.
Okay, I was like,
Never
where
mind.
are we playing by the rules?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm down to step out of those boundaries, but
As long as we get to include Sorry Not Sorry in Summerlin, as long we can just like
well, they're
extend the
about,
boundaries.
but they're gonna open it in Sparta.
Sparta too.
So
That's
like
true. That's true.
honestly,
it's a draw.
That's a-
and that's what I thought when I was making my list with desserts, which we'll get into. I thought about that. It was like,
Yeah.
well, we're getting it, so it doesn't have to be at Summerlin.
I'm curious about
Henderson
this.
is having it.
I don't like when I went through my I can't remember eating Italian food in Summerlin. I
I have a
can't-
Oh,
list.
there's some
There is some great.
hits.
I think
There's some
Summerlin
major
takes the
hits.
cake on this one,
I-
personally.
Brandon's about to shut up and listen.
All right. You wanna get into it?
Yeah, for Summerlin, I have Al Solito Posto.
Mhm.
I have Settebello. Of course, we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that is fairly new. I'm going based on reviews because I haven't eaten there yet, but it's called Aromi.
Mhm. I saw
Um,
that.
Osteria Fiorella
Yep.
in Red Rock. And I don't remember what you guys said if La Strega would be considered Summerlin.
Strega is actually Summerlin.
I was gonna say it's when I looked at the map, it was, I believe,
Town
in-
center.
Yeah, I believe it's
Yeah, that's
in.
Summerlin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on mine too.
La Strega and Al Solito Posto, honestly, those guys are hit so hard.
That's why
Yeah.
I said they take the cake. And then if you want to go authentic and old school, you have my mother's house. Your mother's house. My mother's house.
Your mama's house.
Your
I
mama's.
saw that 4 stars on Yelp, 1,000 reviews. It's the
It's-
first when you.
Yeah,
best restaurants.
it's not like my favorite Italian restaurant, but the vibe's fun. It's different. It's authentic. It's
I forgot Al Solito was in Tivoli Village.
That was real good.
You're right. No. I think that takes the cake. I think that takes the cake. I like Al Solito better than Esther's sometimes, and that's crazy to say. I love Al Solito Pasto. I love it.
I do too, though.
I love it.
Same.
I do.
And there's also Mastriani's. That's an old school spot.
Yeah. There's a Maggiano's over at downtown Summerlin too.
Maggiano's, Trattoria Reggiano.
Yeah.
We're
Wow.
on a budget. So
Okay,
there's-
Summerlin, I take it back. Your Italian food's good.
I think they win in Italian,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I mean,
think so too.
La Strega, having La Strega
Yeah.
to me is like. Now, if we get one of, like Chef Gina brings one over to Henderson, though, it's game over.
Yeah.
That's true. I wonder what's taking her.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that
so
would
much
be
cheaper to
great.
open a restaurant in Henderson than it is Summerlin.
I know there was talk about her opening something near Allegiance. I don't know if that's still happening, but yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah. More Gina, the better. Okay, so Summerlin wins Italian. We're going straight into Mexican.
This isn't a fair fight, dude. This isn't even a fair fight. Like, it's not fair.
Okay, what's your favorite Mexican place in Henderson?
Aroma Kitchen. Aroma Cucina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Mexican though, or
It's
we
Latin
just do
elevated
Latin?
cuisine.
We just do Latin. Okay.
Call,
All right, let's go to Latin.
call it what you want.
Aroma's amazing.
It's come on.
I didn't put them down because they are Latin, but I agree. They're great.
Okay.
Come on.
So if we're doing that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Tacos Los Barrios. I put ones, but there's one close. Baracha, Las Casuelas. Sorry, my pronunciations are
It's okay.
trash.
Okay, you're swinging for it.
Taki Taco, Tacotarian. That's Henderson, but
Yeah, there's a Tacotarian now in that
Yep.
plaza.
you gotta give them some like love.
Yeah,
I mean,
For
yeah.
sure.
We get Lindos up on the hill.
Lindo,
Best
yeah.
view in the whole city. We get Juan's, Flaming Fajitas. The one in Henderson is way better than
I
the
do
other
agree.
ones. Just way better. So, like,
It's more
significantly
airier.
better.
Like you're not so smoky.
Yeah. We also have Fausto's instead of Roberto's. So if you want like cheap Mexican food, I know the
You love
Roberto's breakfast
Fausto's.
burrito is your ish, but to me, Fausto's does everything. Like, it's still cheap Mexican food, but it's so good. So good.
The last actually podcast with Food Beast changed my mind on Roberto's. Yeah, it ranked pretty low.
Well, yeah. It's Roberto's, dude. Who cares? Like I'm going there hungover at 3
But there
in
was
the
a
morning.
bunch of places that were better. But
Okay.
yes, so all great places for sure. Summerlin, though, I don't even know what would be.
Lynetta.
Lynetta, El Dorado,
Cantina. Yeah.
Oh, El
Casa
Dorado,
Don
yeah.
Juan, Ponchos, Nacho Daddy.
Drew's been pushing Conde for a while. That's in Summerlin as well.
Is
I haven't
Milpa
tried
considered the boundaries of Summerlin?
I have that on my list, and I said near.
near.
I think
That's a
it's
Durango, so-
bordering.
Yeah. That's because it's closer to Mint over there. But goddamn, Milpa's good.
I know that one's great. That's like the Chinatown to Summerlin type thing.
I want to say
Milpa.
something. I had an opinion on this one, but I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to get Phil in trouble on his own podcast.
It's okay.
Henderson has, like, I'm not even including tamale cart. There's no tamale carts in Summerlin. There's nobody's grandma selling, tamales on the side of the street. There's no taco carts. There's no taco trucks because Summerlin doesn't have the demographic to make this work. That's why Henderson just destroys in Mexican food. Like the places I named are just like businesses, but I can drive through Henderson and find a taco truck or tamale truck pretty easily, and it's
Yeah, there's
It's
one off.
amazing.
There's a tamale truck off Silverado, or is it Maryland and Serene?
yeah.
Yeah.
All over. And they just drive around, pull up
Yeah.
at work sites. Like my favorite thing to do is when I'm showing a new build, there's always like a catering, Kenya's catering or some like lady with a taco truck serving things. That's the best meal you're gonna get.
All right. So it's pretty unanimous. There's no contest there. Henderson takes it.
Does anybody? Again, I don't want to get you in trouble on your own
It's
podcast.
okay. I mean,
do any of
Cindy's
you,
not here, so I'm not going to get in
do
trouble.
any of you guys review Lynetta? Is that like
Lynetta.
yeah? Is that like anybody's
posted-
account?
I posted it
Why-
when they first opened.
Yeah,
Me too.
Cindy has her hand in that.
Okay, then I'm shutting up. See, I always ask before I give an
It's
opinion.
okay.
I've learned
You're not-
my lesson.
You're not getting anyone in trouble. It's a personal opinion.
I think Lynetta has a good brunch. The brunch looks fun. I've never been, but it looks fun.
Patio's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vibe is
100%.
great.
Uh-huh.
I like the large burritos they have.
Yeah.
I don't like the cost of the large stuff that they do, which is like
That's Summerlin, though.
ultimately my.
Think about Harlow.
That's
Right.
my.
I mean, you can have half the price of the restaurant in Henderson for sure. Like, Hanks is not going to touch Harlow's bill.
Yeah, not at all. I can
but-
get a Wagyu steak at Hanks and like
Yeah.
a side and not break $100, and again, that's my ultimate like thing with Summerlin is like, it's not the quality of food. The quality is great. They got the money to do it. It's just like, God, if I'm going to Lynetta, it's like, God, I'm spending $200 on Mexican food. This is crazy. It's crazy. I can go to Roberto's for $6.
Same vibe.
Same vibe, bro. I can get 36 breakfast burritos, or I can go to dinner at Lynetta. Like, bro, I can feed the community.
So funny.
But I feel like Harlow definitely raised the price bar
Yeah.
for everyone else. They see what they're doing. They're like, well, if we even do half that
Sure.
and it's pricey, that it's acceptable.
Harlow's location is just too perfect. It's too perfect. You got the start of downtown Summerlin. You're by the stadium. You're by the arena. Like, come on, it's no brainer.
All right. And we're going to fast food. So besides McDonald's, what would you say would be your go-to?
Well, what is
Wait, McDonald's, let's start.
I don't know. 'Cause McDonald's is such a...
I was the only one who said I love fast food, so he was like McDonald's, obviously. This one over here. When I was making my list, when I typed fast food into Yelp, it pulled up obviously Taco Bell, McDonald's, all those. But are we just staying there? Are we staying at like things like Fast and Go? Like
Ooh.
Fast and go.
Because I considered Shake Shack.
me too. Okay,
In-N-Out.
okay.
Yeah,
hmm
we can fast it.
My
what
number
I was
one
thinking.
thing for fast food in Vegas is that Henderson has access to so many In-N-Outs.
Yeah.
So many.
That's what I
In-N-Out
thought, too.
burgers. There's like 4 of them, and I can get to them all from a freeway. Like,
It's
just
true. And there technically is no In-N-Out
in the boundaries of
Summerlin.
Summerlin.
No.
Why? Because it's too goddamn expensive.
But it's near.
But it's near.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? I have a list.
Go through your list. I want to hear your fast
Okay,
foods.
okay. So Henderson, Houston's Hot Chicken is both in Summerlin and Henderson. Shake Shack is both in Summerlin and Henderson. But you don't have a crunch cheese, straight from Philly. I mean, if we're talking sandwich shops, we have way more sandwich shops in Henderson, I feel like Wood's Family Sandwiches is really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, they're great.
And where would you buy a sandwich in Summerlin?
Yeah.
Panera?
Where do you
Yeah.
get any kind of cheap comfort meal in the boundaries of Summerlin?
It's all
just
nearby.
just like a cheap.
And this is
Like I just want a good, greasy $8 dripping cheeseburger. Where do I go to get that in Summerlin?
And this is what we were talking about earlier with the boundaries of like where to push it, because bulldoggies, oh my god, is so close though. So and so is Dave's, and so is Aloha Mamacita. So it's like near Summerlin there are some really good spots.
Yeah.
But if we're talking in the boundaries, it's so crappy because they.
I'm telling you, if we drew the boundaries of Summerlin and showed people like
That's what I
all
was
your
saying.
favorite stuff is a little bit outside this motherfucker.
And that's why I said in the beginning, it's like I think it would shock people to actually see the boundaries, because what we think is Summerlin, obviously we all struggled with that, is not really Summerlin. That's that's crazy.
Yeah, because if we could include like again, we mentioned earlier, if we could include Bill Doggies, like, oh my god, that egg drop sandwich, I would kill multiple people for that thing right now.
But
That's
I
just
think
so
in that
good.
case, then I think Summerlin would win. They've in
If you
proximity.
factor that.
Yeah, if you like move the line about
Yeah, if we factor the
5
proximity,
streets to the right.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But then does Henderson get to claim like the East Side food if we go up a couple of
Yeah,
streets?
yeah.
Because if that
'Cause
case,
then
Henderson has In and Out. 4 In and Outs, you said, right?
Yeah.
And Summerlin doesn't.
Summerlin. Yeah, you're right. Well, so here no. Yeah, you're right.
you guys, I mean, other than that, we share Canes, right? We share all the
Yeah.
the big boys, right? The Canes. Does Summerlin have a Chick-fil-A?
Not to my knowledge.
never mind, you
No, it's on
lose.
sale.
Yeah,
Summerlin
your
loses.
That's an L.
Never mind.
I've never
We
eaten
have
a
Chick-fil-A and
Yeah.
what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I
Are you being
I'm
serious?
being serious. I haven't gone.
This is so sad.
I was wanting to go on a Sunday, and it's
The
never-
only time you want
I
Chick-fil-A
know,
is on a
I know.
Sunday.
Every
It
time.
was that way.
Phil,
Yeah.
we are gonna do Phil's first Chick-fil-A sandwich, and
Well,
that
what was
shit
the
is
other
gonna-
thing you said you hadn't tried? It should just be a
day
filled
fulfilled?
day filled a first.
Yeah,
filled-
cheap.
filled
We're gonna take you all
first
the
day- I don't
cheap
know.
fast food you've been turning down your whole
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
All right.
The first thing on the menu though is my McDonald's meal.
Yeah, that sounds
You
great.
have to
after 10
understand.
milligrams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll drive.
All right. So Henderson takes the cake.
Yeah, Henderson
Fast
does.
food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, are we in the wild card round? Because I'm.
We are in wild
See,
card.
I'm
we
gonna
at-
rate
wait,
this,
lot.
'cause
Hey,
you
where are
used-
we in
skip
desserts?
desserts.
Oh, desserts. Let's go into desserts. What would be the spots in Summerlin? I don't even see. I'm not a dessert guy, so I didn't really make.
I mean, I included sorry, not sorry.
So
So
did
Yeah, go
I
with
put
it.
I
Go
put
with
it
Yeah.
boundary because I think it's an important part of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But once
But
again,
still,
it's going
I
to be in
think-
Henderson. So
Mhm.
like, and they're opening pretty
opening up
soon.
Are we considering now? You guys decide. If not, that's okay. I'll exit off. Are we considering donuts as dessert?
I put
Yeah.
it in here.
If we're considering
do
donuts,
Gabby.
Gabby's Bakery
I know you love it.
and Friendly's Donuts are the best
Oh,
donuts.
Friendlies? Have you ever had Friendlies?
Oh.
You can only
Mother.
pay in cash.
They only take cash.
They only taste. It's
They
my
don't
mom's
care.
favorite donut shop in like the world.
Cody, I swear to God, every time I hang out with you, I mind that we're best friends.
So they do classic ones, or they do the frou-frou ones? too?
Only classic.
They're like your
they have
like
Krugler's there?
traditional
No.
donut
Yes.
shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going.
Buttermilk just coursing through every
It's
single.
great. But bring your cash because they'll tell you to leave.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. What some of the so for are we when you guys did desserts, right? I tried to exclude like restaurants that have desserts. So for instance, Aroma has my favorite dessert in the whole city, but it's not a dessert place, right? So are you kind of places that only do dessert?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Nielsen's.
I did
which is
only
the both.
desserts, but I didn't
Nielsen's
think
is in
about
both.
that.
Yeah.
I ultimately think, and I said this before we were on air, right? And like I'm not just saying this because like we all know I'm like I legitimately go to Sorry Not Sorry like anytime I'm in Summerlin. Like it's an excuse for me to drive to that part of town. I'm being real. So on desserts, I will give Summerlin that because like it's the only thing I eat anymore.
But they're coming to Henderson.
When they get to Henderson, we'll equal it
I
off.
can't believe they're gonna be in Inspirata.
I'm so
Yes.
excited because Charlie, every time we come back from Summerlin, Charlie's like, do we swing in to Sorry Not Sorry? And I was like, Charlie, one week, I think we had it like 4 times in a row. Cause every time he's like, we don't know the next time we'll be over here.
Yep.
I'm like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
I stock up
We'll be
on
here.
pints for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get them delivered.
Oh yeah.
Delivered.
Mhm.
Oh, I wish
so
I was
jealous.
closer.
Yeah.
That's how
We will be.
Summerlin-
We will be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have like other places too.
Drop
like
it, drop
you have
it.
3 cookie places. So you got Cookie Plug, Pucks, and Crumble. So if you want quick cookies, I mean, That's great. You got
Yeah.
La Luna, you got Yo Mochi, Somi Somi, Cinnaholic,
Yeah.
Mochi Nuts, Serial Killers, Dapper Donuts, Nielsen's, Brew Tea, Jeremiah's. And then that's not even including, like, you said donut spots. Like, I didn't include, I put Gabby actually in my coffee shop area.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got so many of those too.
Quantity, Henderson has a because Henderson stretches all the way from like Boulder Highway all the way to Inspirata.
Summerlin just hasn't grown
Yeah.
as big as Henderson has yet.
Yeah,
but,
so for quantity, we crush it.
but I think even nearby though, like
Yeah.
Sorry Not Sorry would be the only one nearby for Summerlin.
Yeah.
there
Where
any
else?
There's Nielsen's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
but we have that
But
too
Nielsen's
in
is-
Henderson.
There's Patisserie Manon.
Ooh,
yes.
that is
Fancier French.
good.
And for the
Good place.
boba lovers, there's Share Tea that just opened up recently.
Right. And Tony
that
is a
would be good.
boba
Yeah.
expert.
I'm a-
Where's
my
your favorite
boba.
boba place?
Well, I go for convenience at this point, and I live closest to, a Share Tea, so that's where I would go.
Okay.
If,
mean,
if it wasn't convenient, if you can go anywhere in this, like you could teleport, right?
Oh,
You had magical teleportation powers. And you
there's
could
a
just-
lot. There's Cloud Tea. I think
Okay.
that's on Flamingo.
I'm writing these down.
Where's it, Flamingo?
Oh, yeah, we've been there several times.
Oh, Buffalo and Flamingo. I really like Cloud Tea a
Share
lot.
Tea.
And there's a few. Oh, of course, Brew Tea Bar. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Brew Tea.
They're
I like
opening
that
one
spot.
actually next to the Palms, and that's a lot closer to me. So
That's
that
right.
I'm gonna be there like all the time. It's gonna be dangerous.
It's literally probably 2 minutes from my house. Like it's the worst thing in the world. We're like they close in 10 minutes. Luckily we're a 2-minute drive.
Right.
I walk in, they hate me. They're like, no.
What's your go-to brew tea bar?
Hokkaido, milk tea, oat milk, regular sweetness, easy boba. Or a taro slush with no fresh taro. And easy boba. Those are my
Okay.
two.
You rattled that off quicker than McDonald's.
I have certain places that like I go to
all the time.
all the time.
That's like
Yeah.
me and Jesse Reyes. I'd walk in and they're just like, just bring his ass up. We know what he's getting. Say shit. That's funny. Damn, you rattled off that quick. They just say taro, no tea, no taro.
It's so good. It's so good.
What's your go-to?
I'm just a classic girl. Sometimes I'll just get like a jasmine milk tea with
Ooh.
regular boba and the sea salt cream.
That one,
The sea salt cream is a must. I cannot live without that one.
Sea salt cream.
it's good. I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
getting
good.
education right now.
Yeah, it's a cheesy.
See?
But I like your, would you say jasmine milk tea?
hmm
I'll try that. I want like something simpler.
That's
than-
Ayumi's big
Yeah.
thing is the jasmine milk
The
tea.
Hokkaido is just too rich for me, but I do like that one. That's creamy. It's
yeah,
really good.
jasmine milk tea. I'm going to try that. Maybe I'll
Sea
try it
salt
today.
Cream. Oh, jeez. I'm getting like an education right now.
So Henderson wins desserts. I mean, you just rattle off all those. I mean, it's not even a quarter of the list.
Yeah.
Summerlin. And,
Summerlin was small.
and if you counted
It's so
restaurants,
sad.
like places where you could just stroll in to the bar and have a dessert.
Yeah. Because then you have to bring Harlow back into it and their desserts, and you have to bring all the restaurants in downtown Summerlin that you can get desserts at, and Red Rock,
I mean, what's your favorite restaurant dessert though?
Aroma Kitchen, the little deconstructed cheesecake thing
So
that
you'd
they
say
do.
Henderson. What's your guys' favorite? Would you go somewhere? Like if you went somewhere in Summerlin, where would you go for dessert and maybe a espresso martini?
Oh, that's not for me.
Okay.
I don't drink
know where,
that.
I don't know where we would go. We never.
I just go to
out for
Chinatown.
dessert.
100%.
Same here.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't probably go to half these places. I go to Chinatown
Yeah.
every time.
What's funny is we could do an entire episode on just like, what's your favorite restaurant and
I
stuff.
know.
Boba Thai, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We can knock it out. 'Cause I
That'd
think-
be so interesting. I would love to know everyone's favorites of
Yeah.
each category. So
Yeah.
we're the similar on.
you could do your favorite Mexican restaurant in Chinatown and still do a whole
Yeah.
episode on that,
For real.
which is nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of options in there.
Sure. I've always wanted to do like a Chinatown tour where you start at the beginning of Spring Mountain and just like work your way up the street. Take you 10 years, but you get there.
I'm down. Let's do it. So okay, let's get into wild cards then. And there are some pretty interesting ones. I had Aroma as my wild card. But I don't know. What do you?
Codfather, for sure. That was
Godfather,
I
so
haven't
great.
had them yet.
fish and chips.
There's one I wanted to drop.
We
and
do
I've been-
Humboldt Sweets is pretty good. I know you love that, so I didn't know if you'd have that.
I have bad
Henderson.
news. Humboldt Sweets had to finally close its. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's why I didn't mention it for the best desserts, because like if we were doing best desserts, Humboldt Sweets would have
Their
beaten
cinnamon rolls
everything.
were the best.
the flat out best.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is. Codfather is like, you're a gangster for that
It's
one.
really good.
You're a gangster for that one. I still haven't seen anybody
haven't
do.
been.
It's the best fish and chips. It really is. Like better than anything you get on the strip. Better than Gordon Ramsay's Fish and Pub. Like it's really good.
Have you had the food truck? Now I'm going
Haven't.
crazy.
Mm-mm.
I forgot the
Yeah.
name.
No, I know the food truck because it's usually in front of the hospital. The fish and
Yeah.
chip shop.
Yeah,
truck.
yeah. Is it called? Yeah, fish and chips.
Chip shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're excellent.
They're really, really
They're
good.
excellent. That's how
But-
good the Codfather is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to try them.
Yeah. What was your you got a whole list. I want to see your wild
Well,
cards.
it's not like I just kind of put them in like a conversation of if no one mentioned them, like Gabby Boutique, the donuts,
Boutique,
because
yeah.
I didn't know where that would fall. So I was like, I like them enough to mention it. And they're gonna have a second one in Inspirata, so they're gonna be twice. Humboldt Sweets, Le Café de Vol.
Cafe Duval.
I think they're good. I like Boom Bang, but I like their atmosphere. So I didn't know where we were going with this because if we were doing like,
Just
remember?
food.
Yeah, then
Boomang's just okay. I haven't been.
Boom Bang's good. I like a few of their things. I
The
think it's
atmosphere
great
is-
for a neighborhood casual restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, and if we're talking like Henderson, that's what Henderson's known for. I think it's one of our better casual restaurants that is like aesthetically pleasing.
It is aesthetically pleasing. It's fun to be. They have a great bar.
Yeah, their
They have a
cocktails
great
are
bar.
good.
Yeah, it's an excellent old fashioned bar if you like a good whiskey. Yeah.
And then Summerlin, I put Ada's and Chinglish. I don't know if Chinglish is in the boundaries or out of the boundaries.
It is. No, Chinglish is right there, right?
Boca
Is it?
Park.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
considered.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Yeah. So that whole Boca Park is honestly what like the wild card, because you have Giordano's over there, which is so good. When
I love Giordano's. There's a lot of haters.
I-
Really?
Giordano's.
I'm like
Yeah.
okay with it.
It's like cake, right? It's not pizza.
It's like so thick that you have to be really craving it.
Right.
Not to say it's not great. It's just it's a craving.
A lot.
Yeah, I like the crust, man. It's just
Oh,
like
their
a big,
crust
thick
is-
crust.
Yeah.
Chinglish, you're a real one for that one too. Chinglish is great. The wild
For
card,
Summerlin.
the wild
For
card is
Summerlin,
where
yeah,
I
yeah.
think the wild card is where I think Henderson can dominate, just because again Henderson is so cheap and affordable, especially for people opening restaurants or starting restaurants, that it allows them more variety. Whereas Summerlin has to stick to some tried and true, like we're gonna serve this because we know it works. Henderson has so many gastropubs or just bars that you can get great food at, like Johnny Mac's. There's a bar called Hammers that probably has the best wings in all of Las Vegas, and like
Ooh.
each part of Henderson has a different bar that you can just grab great food at, and I think that's the wild card that like takes Henderson over the top. Like I'm getting off work, I just want some wings or a cheap burger and a beer, and there's a plethora of those spots in Henderson. Whereas like when I drive through Summerlin, I don't see any like cheap bars where I can get a $3 Bud Light and a plate of wings that are going to satisfy me.
Yeah, you got to go to downtown Summerlin.
Yeah.
Right? It would just be Lazy Dog and
There's actually one I found in Summerlin though, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to give Summerlin its fair shake. I am trying to be open minded. It's next to Lynette. I think it's called Frankie's Uptown.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie's Uptown.
They're
Yeah.
they're
Great place
unique.
to get
Yeah, it's a my man.
So I've heard.
Apparently, it's a great place to get drunk. The food is good, and it's actually fairly priced for downtown Summerlin. But that's like the only one I can think of off the top of my head where I can get like a good food, a good beer, and just kind of call it a day.
Good call though. Any other wild cards of note for you?
I couldn't think of any in Summerlin, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Chinglish, good shit.
I would say for Henderson, they did dominate in like coffee shops for
That's
sure.
I didn't think that the Henderson had that many good coffee
There's
shops.
just Bakers and
Insane.
Finders, and I think Vesta. No, but that's not. I don't think
It's
that's
near.
Summerlin.
Makers would be it.
Makers and Finders.
Yeah, you got Roma is also there. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Roma.
Almost great.
It's really good. They have an Italian restaurant that's like, where's their Italian restaurant? It's like off of, I want to say near Chinatown.
On Spring Mountain.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Mhm.
But yeah, Vesta, Palm Sugar, Ya are all near Summerlin, but
Yeah,
they're not
near
in
Summerlin.
Summerlin. And I love Ya. And
Yeah.
it's so,
We
But
have
yeah.
Dark Moon.
Henderson, yeah, Dark Moon. We got, what else? We just got an Aware, Coffee Class, Evergreen. If you have not been to Evergreen.
I like Evergreen.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
You have Mothership, Founders, Le Cafe
There's a
Duval,
lot.
Toast Society, Bad L.
One I didn't ask earlier: breakfast places in Summerlin, right? Because another wild card we have is we have things like,
So,
oh,
yeah.
so you have a whole thing. We have like truffles and bacon, the stove. kitchen table, the original Sunrise Cafe, my favorite. You know, like just a crap ton of varieties of breakfast brunch spots where you can do like a traditional diner breakfast or like unlimited mimosas if you want to. And I haven't heard anything, like some of them probably has them, but I'm guessing they're a bit more like high end.
They have Omelet House. They have Snooze AM. Snooze AM is really good.
Leone
Leone Cafe?
Oh, yeah, that's
You
right.
got Honey Salt, Neighbors, Makers, Snooze.
Makers.
Is
They-
Bagel Cafe considered inside Summerlin?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna say
can-
it's like
that's
at the
true.
top, yeah.
West
Sure.
Cliffish up there.
I
Yeah.
see. I thought Summerlin won in the brunch breakfast category.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I need to educate myself then.
But I think it depends on what you're going for. Like if you're going for all you can drink mimosas that is like a fun environment, I think Henderson would win because like craft kitchen table, the stove, like all three of those are such like good
Yes.
girly brunch places.
Saturday at the stove.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't even compete with the stove in that point. But if you're going for just a good breakfast, I think Summerlin would win.
Wow. Okay. I gotta grab your list before we get off camera. I gotta get some of the places you mentioned. Snooze AM, you said.
Snooze is
Snooze AM Eatery.
the shrimp and grits there are good.
Oh,
What is the dish? I like the sweet potato one they have.
Okay.
It's so good.
I haven't
It's
had that.
bacon, egg. It's my favorite thing to get there.
Okay, I'll try it.
Is there anything good on Water Street?
Yes.
I haven't even brought Water Street into this
Well, yeah,
because that
once. Flaming Fajitas.
Wants fajitas, yeah. Oh yeah, it is on Water Street.
Yeah.
I've
What
been
is
ignoring that
the-
whole section.
The fusion place.
Chinitas?
Chinitas.
Mexican
I
Asian?
haven't been.
They're like Henderson's very like hometown food. So I think they're great for Henderson food.
Yeah, like you
Like-
I wouldn't take you there for the sushi.
I decline
because
the.
I don't think you should go
I didn't-
for the sushi.
yeah, it's
but
American style sushi.
They have a few rolls that I'm a fan of when I'm in the mood for sushi and it's like quick and someone else doesn't want sushi.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I like them.
I mean, you're talking about
Their breweries are good. I mean, Henderson has the best breweries. I mean,
Yeah.
Summerlin doesn't have any.
We have a whole
wine bars.
district of brewery. The Henderson
That would be
Booze
my
District.
wild card is like the bars and the breweries
Yeah.
and I mean our winery. I mean Corey's is over in Henderson. I think that should have been my wild
Does
card.
Corey's
Just, like,
cheat?
big
Does
thing.
Corey's work? Yeah,
Corey's
it's
is
right there. It's right there. It's within the boundaries.
Is it on the wrong side of the street? Would it be like that? It might be on the
Technically,
wrong
but it's-
side.
Now we're really. Corey's is close enough. It's like one side is Henderson, one side's not, so it's
Yeah.
close enough.
And then there's all these overwhelming amounts of seafood boils in Henderson.
Yeah.
that Summerlin doesn't have,
There's a lot.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
We do have a lot of those.
it's always what's bothered me about Summerlin is that they're forced to play it so safe. They can't take chances. No, a lot of restaurants in Henderson's fail. You guys know that. Some restaurants are only around for a year, 2 years, whatever. But at least they're allowed the opportunity to take that chance. Whereas in Summerlin, everything feels like, even the nice restaurants, everything just feels so safe. Everything feels like, we know you're gonna like this. Here's a list of items we know everybody likes, and so it's good. But there's no like risks being taken there. Like I
Is
love
that a landlord issue?
it's just a price issue.
Okay.
Buying commercial property in Summerlin is the most expensive in the whole city, outside of the Strip, obviously, but it's significantly more expensive than anywhere else. So I feel like this is not me. If you're a chef in Summerlin, and I understand you guys are, this is not me knocking you, right? It's just, I know the expenses you guys have to pay on the back end, right? It sucks. It sucks. In Henderson, a mom and pop can still open a restaurant, whereas like no mom and pop can open a restaurant in Summerlin. Like you'd have to have a lot of money coming into the process.
All right, great points. So, any other input on the wild card? I think we have a winner.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Henderson takes the wild card too. Wow, that is almost a sweep. Besides the fancy steak and Italian food,
And being close to some Chinatown.
and being close to Chinatown,
Yeah.
Henderson has really taken it all. And this is, very surprising me. If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Summerlin was going to win.
well, I mean, my reply to you for being on the show was like, Henderson sucks. And you were like, Cody, really think about it. And I was like, I guess I have to.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to drive to Henderson today and go get some food because that's just too far for me.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm gonna
name
go
one
home to
restaurant in
Henderson.
you would drive to?
Like right now,
Or, just in general.
Tokyo Boys.
Okay. Yeah.
I really have to go there. I'm going
It's
there.
so fun.
I'm going there
Yes.
this
It's so
Perfect.
good.
Hmm
It's so good.
How about you? What would be your the place you would drive to in Summerlin?
La Strega.
La Strega.
I've driven there so many times just to go there. Or sorry, not sorry for
That's the answer.
talking.
Yeah, that's the answer. That's my like to me. That's the boundaries of Summerlin for me. Wherever Sorry Not Sorry is, that's as far as I'll go, and then I just drive home. Like that, that's it.
For food, like for sure, La Strega or El Solito Posto.
Yeah.
Like I've
Yeah.
driven
Yeah.
so many times for those two.
Yeah. Shout out to Chef James. Yeah, that's. I'm lying. I will because it's easy to get to off the freeway to Tivoli Village.
That's
I'll say
why
the Posto's worth driving to for sure. For sure.
Agreed.
If I want
and
Italian food,
mozzarella cheese appetizers.
yeah, it's good ass food.
And then finally, we'll wrap it up with just Red Rock versus Green Valley Ranch then.
Red Rock.
Red Rock.
Red Rock.
Red Rock?
Yeah.
This is so effed up.
Yeah.
This is so effed up.
Yeah.
Green Valley Ranch is my literal favorite casino in the whole city, but Red Rock's better. That both things are true. Red Rock just flat out better. There's just more things to
Red
do.
Rock's food is
They have elevated the
way,
food.
way better.
Naxos, Coastal
Yeah.
Oyster Bar,
Lotus.
Lotus.
I hope they do
Yeah.
the same to Green Valley because
I pray.
I mean, Borracha and Bota. I can never say
Bottiglia.
Bottiglia.
Mm.
But they say it's called Botilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bottiglia.
that place. Those are the two I would say.
Yeah, to me, the best food at Green Valley Ranch is in the district.
Yeah.
Like Balboa Pizza.
Is that considered like?
Yeah.
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 Oh, then.
Oh yeah, they built it too. Like Santabello's in the district. Balboa Pizza's in the district. Bella Vita is over in the district.
That's true.
I think the food there is better than
Cheesecake.
yeah. Echo and Rig is there now. I think it's better. The food in Green Valley Ranch.
Rachel's
to me.
Kitchen.
Rachel's Kitchen.
Rachel's Kitchen. Yeah, and like
Do love me some Rachel's Kitchen.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense that Green Valley Ranch is like one of the most expensive station casinos, but like it has to me the worst oyster bar. Somehow
Which won Best of Las Vegas,
that
coincidentally.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, for best sushi.
Doesn't make any sense.
Amazing.
Oh, wild card I forgot about. Speaking of crab whales, Sunset Station Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone talks about Palace
Right.
Station's Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
Sunset Oyster Bar, same thing.
When she brought up Sonoma.
It's amazing.
And there's no wait.
Yeah, Sunset
Yeah.
Station has better food than Green Valley Ranch, which doesn't make any sense at all, but it's 100% true.
I think it depends on what you're going for. Like now that I think about it, Red Rock has good like dinner places, but I'm not going there for lunch. And I think Green Valley Ranch. Now you said the district, and I was like, you're right. I go to the district often for
All the time.
lunch. Like we just went to Cheesecake Factory like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that Cheesecake Factory is so
So-
convenient to get to.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about convenience and what you would more likely go to. I don't know. I more likely would go to casual food than I would elevated food,
Sure, but if we're like,
unless I'm Phil.
if so,
I'm just
Unless
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
if someone's listening to this who's not from Vegas, right, and they were like, where should we go, Red Rock or Green Valley? I think 100% of the time we would all send them to Red Rock. 100% of the time, right? There's just more stuff to do.
Even the hotel rooms.
Even the hotel rooms, downtown Summerlin is massive. There's a million things to do, right, for everybody. So I think fair Red Rock
The
wins.
pool's
Exactly.
better.
If you're
Yeah.
a tourist, you always recommend things over on the Summerlin side.
Yeah,
You rarely
Right.
recommend things on the Henderson side just for the pure reason of just distance.
distance, and you have to like. I'm not going to send a family of tourists to Water Street.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not like.
That's why I said it's like very local. It's very like
Yeah,
hometown feel. That's Henderson.
yeah. It's like mom and pop versus
Yeah.
commercial, essentially, right? And I don't think there's a bad answer. I'm just a mom and pop kind of mother trucker. I edited myself for you because last time I listened to the podcast, I was cussing like a sailor. So I'm working really hard on keeping my mouth shut.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah. It's also the first time I'm here, not Stony Baloney. So we're
True. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself. First time I came on Phil's podcast, I was looked back. I was like, "Oh my God, we were."
We were lit. I'm looking at my eyes like I looked more Chinese.
Don't do that, Phil.
Yeah. Anyways, so that wraps up. Congratulations to Henderson. Guys, thanks for being here. It was really fun.
Thank you
And,
for having us.
See you next week.
Thank you for having us, Phil.
Thanks for tuning in to the Las Vegas Phil podcast. For more information about me and where I've been dining recently, check out my IG and TikTok at Las Vegas Phil. Feel free to text or leave me a voicemail about anything you want, 702-551-4445. Stay tuned as a new episode of the show debuts every Monday morning.